Hey, what's up to everybody out there? Welcome back to another edition of the Roundtable Talk. I'm your host, C Money, and we are now here at part 2 of our International Drive tour, where we started off at Icon Park, which features Orlando Eye, which is one of the largest um, Ferris wheels here. And we also have we ended at a closed, what you call Magical Midway. Now we're here at Gator Golf, and I was gonna pass it, but if you look, they have alligators over here. You'll have alligators at the Gator Golf. Not only do you get to see the gator, get the golf at the Gator Golf, they have actual live gators. If you see my video at Fun Spot, you know Fun Spot has a gator spot there, which is sponsored by Gatorland. Now, a lot of these places are interesting because a lot of the golfing places here have interesting golfing like holes. All right, hello. Like they have golfing holes where you can do golfing. You can do, it's not just a regular mini golf. I'm going to see about this. One day pass, $6. Okay, I guess you can buy a pass on thing. I was gonna take it, but I'll probably take it back on the Ripley's Believe It or Not, because I do want to go to Ripley's Believe It or Not. When I leave Fun Spot, I was supposed to head to Fun Spot because I'm doing Fun Spot Orlando first, and then Fun Spot Kissimmee is going to be my last stop because that's down the street from my hotel, from my resort, and then I was going to head back to my resort. I may go back to Ripley's Believe It or Not because I do want to try that, but I want to go to Fun Spot first. And I was going to do it, but I said, let me give you a tour of Orlando first. Roboland at Larvin Hall. I don't know what that is. Bargain Planet, which I guess is a store. Like I said, if you don't go to any of the major theme parks, which is Disney World, Universal Studios, and SeaWorld, you basically have a lot of activities to do. And a lot of these resorts, like Star Island, has activities to do on the property. Like Star Island, they have mini golf, they have a playground, they have a pool, they have a lot of things you can do. They have karaoke on certain nights. Last night they had a New Year's Eve event at the resort, and I ended up going to the New Year's Eve festivities there. So it's a lot to do if you don't want to go to the major theme parks and spend a lot of money. I know Ripley's Believe It or Not may not be a lot. I'll catch the iRide trolley coming back because from Ripley's Believe It or Not, I'll probably go to Fun Spot Kissimmee. Ironically, it's already in the afternoon, and I was supposed to already be out this way earlier because of the fact that I wanted to explore. But I ended up coming out here late because this was supposed to be yesterday, that I was supposed to come to Icon Park and do a walkthrough and tour, but I ended up not going because something came up, and I ended up staying there, and I ended up going to the festivities at Arcade Monsters. I found this location online because I have a love for arcades and game rooms. If you don't know me by now, if you haven't known that, I have a love for arcades and game rooms. And Arcade Monster is one of the ones I found online, and I've seen them and I follow them on social media because of the fact that I'm an enthusiast with arcades, and You know, I've always wanted to find out where was they at, located in Orlando, and now I see they're on a lot of these arcades and a lot of these places are situated on International Drive. So you know, and I've never taken a bus here in Orlando. You know, wherever I've gone, I've taken Uber or Lyft, or if I'm with friends, I'm driving around with them and stuff. I've never taken public transportation. That will be something. What and that's another thing. When you're in Orlando or in adjacent cities like Kissimmee, Sanford, wherever you're going, learn the transportation system here, because I'm thinking that's the best option. Now, I'm not saying that's the best option, but that is an alternative option. Because if you're like me, you're staying in Kissimmee, and you're always traveling back and forth from to Orlando and Kissimmee, then no, I wouldn't suggest taking a bus, because you might have to transfer like 3 or 4 buses just to get back to Orlando. But if you're staying in Orlando, you're just going to adjacent areas, you know, yeah, you know, learn the bus systems, learn everything, and you know, which will be more better for you. I mean, I would have got on the iRide trolley system, but I'm giving you an outlook of Orlando, and I'm doing this so you can get an outlook of, okay, this is what's happening here, this is what's happening here, this is where they're, because I wanted to do, ooh, Dairy Queen is right there, but that's not a big Dairy Queen. I see the DQ sign. I don't think that's one of the Dairy Queens where they actually sell burgers and stuff like that. I've been to one when I was younger, when I was a little kid. I've been to a Dairy Queen in Georgia where they actually serve food, and I didn't know they actually serve food. And then I started seeing commercials recently about, oh, Dairy Queen sell burgers and stuff like that. And a lot of the Dairy Queens in South Florida only sells ice cream. They're not an actual Dairy Queen that sells actual food. You got to go further up the road. Monumental Movie Land Hotel. I remember hearing about this because a friend of mine, one of his jobs had him up here, and they had him staying here at the Monumental Movie Land Hotel. Now, why is it called Monumental Movie Land Hotel? I don't know, because it don't look like a monumental movie land, like it's something. It's just like a normal hotel that's not inexpensive, you know, that don't have nothing. It's just somewhere to stay, like they don't have amenities and nothing like that. So it doesn't look like something intriguing. We're at marker number 6 for iRide. So once I leave Fun Spot Kissimmee, Fun Spot Orlando, I'll probably head back to Icon Park for Ripley's Believe It or Not on there. You know, because Ripley's Believe It or Not is at 12. We are not at 6. I want to get to Fun Spot. Okay. Let's keep going. And you know, normally I would, you know, pause through it while I'm walking and say, okay, we're going to cut through the walking scene and get right to the major spots. And I do that when I do nature trails and stuff like that. But since it's Orlando, I'm giving you a walkthrough of everything so you can get an understanding of it. You know, because this is what people do when they come to Orlando. Now, they don't walk this far, because Icon Park, that's where all of the attractions is at, over in that area. I'm walking towards Fun Spot right now, and that's going to be my destination. So I'm quite sure, you know, and then I'm going to see what time Ripley's Believe It or Not closes, because I actually want to do Ripley's Believe It or Not. Fun Spot closes at midnight, so I know the one in Kissimmee I can go to by 8 o'clock if I need to. But I checked online at Fun Spot, and I see that some of the rides are down for maintenance. Now, I don't know how true that is, but they have where some of the rides are down for maintenance. Okay, here is Mears. Mears is also the thing that I've told you about when you go to Orlando. They have 3 rideshare programs. They have Uber, they have Lyft, and they have Mears. Now, Mears, I didn't know they had bus service. like which is not bus service but a charter bus. But I'm guessing the charter bus is more for multiple people because Mears also does taxi service, and their taxi service is basically like Uber and Lyft. But Mears also, I guess, has charter buses, which is right there if you see across the street. Okay, so Universal Boulevard or Universal BV, that's what it says. So basically, this is probably where Universal Studios is adjacent to. There's a 24-hour Walgreens, Mears Motor Coaches. This is the Orlando Resort, Islands of Adventure. This is Orlando's transportation. Universal's Endless Summer Resort. Universal's Endless Summer Resort. Alright, let's keep walking. Boot Barn, newly remodeled, ahead on your right. We'll probably pass it on our way. Let's see where are we. So we're at the corner of Universal BV, which is probably Boulevard to them. Because usually BLVD means Boulevard in South Florida. And International Drive. So, okay, now it's time to take the walk. I believe I'm getting close. Because I know that Star Island, not Star Island, that Fun Spot is closer to Universal Studios. And I know I had to walk a little bit further down to get to Star Island. I keep saying Star Island. I don't know why I'm saying Star Island. But walk down to get to it. I know it was a further walk because I know everything on International Drive is within 5 to 10 minute radius. Like the drive from Icon Park to Fun Spot probably been a 5-minute drive, but less than a 10-minute drive, I would say that. But due to me walking, it's a 20-minute plus walk. And this is one of the times that you would want to walk because you would want to take in a lot of Orlando's amenities. Like you don't want to drive and then you see something and then you got to turn around, come back, look at it. Then you go and then you got to turn around and come back and see something else. Like you would want to walk, but if you're like anybody like my mom who, you know, older person who, you know, like elderly people, they get tired easily walking. That's not a good, that's equivalent. I'm used to walking. So, there's an IHOP. There's a Brunch and More, Egg, TNT, whatever that is, Brunch and More. One of the places that was last here, and I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, was Shoney's. Excuse me, y'all. And Shoney's was one of the restaurants that I adored and loved because it was one of the spots that they had I don't know about two because they had a location in Miami. And when I was younger and we used to come from church, there was two places that people went to. They went to Shoney's for the breakfast buffet, or they ended up going to Piccadilly's. Now, as you know, Piccadilly still exists in South Florida because there's one in Hollywood, which is the last living one. There's none in Miami, but there's one in Hollywood, which is still South Florida. Now, Shoney's, from what I was told by a friend of mine, no longer has restaurants in South Florida. There is a Shoney's, however, at Fun Spot or at Old Town in Kissimmee. Now, that Fun Spot at Old Town. Now, if you look at my previous video, when I did about a year ago, when I went to Old Town and Fun Spot Kissimmee, it has, I think I did see Shoney's. But the actual Shoney's restaurant that did the breakfast bar and everything is not exist because a friend of mine told me that I think they got sued or something like that, or something went down where they had to close all the Florida location. This is golfing. with live gators, of course. We're at marker number 5. They have, I can't really see the name. We are now here at 5. We are getting close. So we're going to be here in a few seconds. And I'm going to tell you this. I can see the drop, the sky coaster from here at Fun Spot. And you know, Congo River, that's the name of it. It's a, I wouldn't do the miniature golfs here, even though I have miniature golf at my resort, Star Island. But the miniature golf is not like these. These are unique miniature golfs. They have waterfalls. Some of them have holes that are like in a clown's mouth or in a lion's mouth, or they have a hole where the mouth opens and closes, or they have a hole with a windmill and you got to time it right so your ball won't hit the windmill. You know, they have unique holes. Now, I remember this area for one particular reason, for several reasons. Back in 2021, I took a female friend of mine who I was dating, who I'm dating, and not was dating, but who I'm dating. We ended up over here in this area. And I remember because over here there's I believe it's a famous footwear, if I'm not mistaken. And we ended up at this place called Gods and Monsters, if I'm not mistaken. And it was a fascinating place. Look it up if you want to. Gods and Monsters, look it up. It's a nice place. It's like a cartoon memorabilia place. You know, they had stuff from Rick and Morty, you know, cartoon classics, SpongeBob. You know, they even had a bar where they had a retro like gaming system in the back. You know, they had like cartoon memorabilia and artifacts you can buy. Now, I did buy her some stuff because she, you know, likes cartoons and stuff like that. Like, she's a Rick and Morty fan, and she watches this video, so she's gonna know I'm talking about her if she ever looked at this video. But it's basically this is a sad occasion, because I am looking here from where I am at, and I see a thing called Boot Barn. Boot Barn is where the famous footwear used to be at, because I remember we went in the store and she wanted a pair of shoes, and we was going to get a pair of shoes to buy the famous footwear, but we didn't. So it ended up where we didn't go in there. And we're going to take a walk by Gods and Monsters so you can get an understanding of what Gods and Monsters is. But oh my God. Well, I'm going to have to tell her that famous footwear shoe store no longer exists, because Boot Barn is right there where it used to be. So now we're here basically at Fun Spot. Fun Spot is right there, so we're basically here. Now I'm going to take a pause, because I do want to give you an inside look of Gods and Monsters. And, you know, we're going to go and get an inside look of Gods and Monsters, because it's a place that I want to show you. So we'll be right back, and we're going to take a quick pause. You know, we're going to fast forward, and then we're going to be inside Gods and Monsters. This is the Roundtable Talk. Hey, welcome back. I just wanted to fast forward. The famous footwear is still here. I forgot. They're not at the location that it said the road was closed. So I don't know why you're going this way and the road is closed. Yes, famous footwear is still here. It wasn't at the location I was talking about. It's right here. So this is the famous footwear. And I wanted to point that out, because I thought the location where the Boot Barn was the location for the famous footwear, but it's right here because I know Gods and Monsters is somewhere across here. But we're gonna fast forward and we're gonna go across. Oh, this is the helicopter tours, and it's going up. Oh wow. I don't know the price. I've never known the price, but that's the helicopter tours. So now we're gonna flash forward. I'm guessing there's a game coming on because there's a Goodyear blimp, so it might be a game somewhere, even though normally Goodyear blimps are around stadiums, and the only stadium they have is, I think, soccer. You know, they have an arena, home of the Orlando Magic, but okay, I'm gonna pause and we're gonna come back and we'll be inside Gods and Monsters. Okay, we're back. To give you an outline look, Fun Spot is right here, so I can walk across this parking lot, and I can get the Fun Spot. Gods and Monsters. Oh, there it is. I see the sign. The sign is on the wall. There's Gods and Monsters. I'm gonna try to hurry up and go in because I want to get this a shot of majority of this, because Gods and Monsters is in something kind of like a mini mall, because it's Orlando Crossings Mall, and like you're gonna see it in a minute where you're gonna go in this inside of a mini mall. Now I'm not gonna say that it's open because this is New Year's Day, so a lot of businesses are closed to observe New Year's Day. So I don't know if Gods and Monsters will be open. That's Gods and Monsters, comics, toys, gaming, bar, vault 5421. Excuse me, which is probably where we're gonna go inside. Oh, this used to be a post office. Oh, Gods and Monsters is open. Okay.
Don't touch.
Don't
Don't touch.
Here. Come here.
No, you were getting ready to grab at it. Stop. Alright, come on. Alright.
This is Gods and Monsters. Ooh, Incredible Hulk. They say you have to leave your bags at the front counter. Oh no, I guess not. Ooh.
Don't have any other imports? Or...
No, everything that we get toy-wise, we get from collectors.
See, these are collector memorabilias. We're gonna end our show here. These are collector books and memorabilia. Power Rangers.
Yeah, but still, it's like...
I'm gonna show you the vault. This is the lounge. What do you have? It's a bar. This is one of the gaming consoles, which is Donkey Kong. They have gaming consoles here. They have a bar where you can purchase drinks. Oh, they have video games right here. You see, this is retro. This is scary. This is something. It's okay. This is Gods and Monsters. They have retro. This is the Predator. I did see a retro TV here the last time I was here. They probably don't have it no more. Probably something. It was a yellow TV. Star Wars. This is it. And this is Gods and Monsters. It's inside of a little mall. This is an insurance company. Oh, this is the United States. This is the post office right here. This is a sushi bar. They have restrooms. You know, this is another restaurant where you can go to. This is the mini mall in Gods and Monsters. My girl went. I'm gonna definitely text her in about a minute when I get off here and say, hey babe, I was at Gods and Monsters. She's gonna be like, oh. I might buy her something out of it. So, this is basically my tour of Orlando. We started off at Icon Park and walked all the way down till we got to Fun Spot Orlando, which is where I'm going to go and get on some rides and enjoy myself. Now, I'm not going to do a video inside Fun Spot Orlando because I've already did a video. Check out my previous video when I did a Fun Spot Orlando and you saw the rides and everything. Because technically a lot of the rides have you know, are not here. I mean, not here, but a lot of the rides have what you call it. When I went online, because I was trying to get the holiday special because of course Fun Spot had a holiday. They had a Black Friday sale last year when I went. I got the Black Friday sale was like $20-something, like $29.99, I believe. And then they had a Black Friday sale here, but I didn't get it because the Black Friday was around my birthday time. And then they had a holiday special where it was like $30-something, and I tried to get it, but I missed out on it. So now I'm gonna have to pay original price. And I was gonna order it online, but I said no, I'll just pay cash and go at them, pay cash at the front. And so this is what shopping center this is, because I don't even know the name of the shopping. Peter Glenn. They have one in South Florida. Peter Glenn Ski and Sports. They have one in South Florida. They don't have a name for this shopping center. They just have United States Post Office. I don't see Gods and Monsters on here. That's odd. Orlando Police Department. Where is that? Oh, that's right there. That's why there's a couple of police cars here, because I guess this is their International Drive substation. You know, they have to have a substation over here so they can, you know, keep track of a lot of things. International Drive goes a long way because when leaving Fun Spot, leaving Star Island Resort, when you're going to get on I-4, International Drive it stretches out towards the Kissimmee area, even though it's not in the Kissimmee area because International Drive is in Orange County. Because Kissimmee is in Osceola County. I keep calling it Osceola County, but I think the real term is Osceola County. But it's Osceola, Osceola, whatever. But International Drive stretches a long way. But they don't tell you when you're taking Uber or Lyft to take International Drive when you're coming out to places like this, because it might be a longer drive and you have a lot of traffic lights and everything. So they tell you take I-4 to get from anywhere you need to go, whether you're going from Kissimmee, Fun Spot, Universal, wherever you're going, they tell you take I-4, which is better. Thunderburger, DXL Men's Outlet, I believe they have one in Miami, I'm not for sure. Chip and Buffet, I've never seen one in Miami. BB America's Bank, a lot of these, like a lot of restaurants you see here in Orlando, it's restaurants they probably have in other cities, like Del Taco, which is on the corner here. I know that there's a location in other cities, but they doesn't have them in South Florida. Because basically, our taco places is Taco Bell, and our Mexican places is basically Chipotle and Moe's, which I think I've seen the Moe's up here. But I want to thank y'all for watching. We are now finna cut this video short because I now want to go get on some rides. I thank you. If you have any questions, comments, email me roundtable00@yahoo.com. You can also comment at the bottom of this page. If you have any, memories of Icon Park. If you have any memories of visiting Orlando via International Drive, any of the theme parks, any places that you've been to, if you've been to Star Island, you know, if you've been to any of the hotels adjacent, you know, if you want to give us feedback on where to go at for fun, because I know International Drive is just not the only place. I know there's more. There's like an upside down place where you can go to and have fun. So if you have any more information, give us some. Roundtable00@yahoo.com, also coming at the bottom of this page. This is a Roundtable Talk. I am your host, C Money. I love you. Stay safe, stay strong. Oh, and Happy New Year's. I forgot it is New Year's Day when I'm recording this. So Happy New Year's to all y'all. I hope y'all have a great 2024. I hope that everything comes blessed to you. This is the first video, two-part video, and this is the first video, and this is the first two-part video of 2024. So I hope that 2024 brings you much blessings, much of everything. I hope everything goes great. Happy New Year's. I will see y'all in the next video. I am about to go get on some rides at Fun Spot. So I'm finna go ride my favorite. I'm at the Fun Spot Orlando. So if you know about Fun Spot Orlando, Freedom Flyer and White Lightning, even though they say Freedom Flyer is down for maintenance, I want to go see if it's opening. But White Lightning, I'm going to get on some roller coasters. I'll see y'all later. This is the Roundtable Talk. I love y'all. Stay safe, stay strong. I'll see y'all in the next video.